All right, welcome into Barclays Center here in Brooklyn, the post-fight press conference for Deontay Wilder, Robert Helenius, and also Caleb Plant and Anthony Dirrell. What a night that we had here at Barclays Center. Ray Flores with you, and what a night, and it was explosive. I mean, our main event and our co-main event were absolutely entertaining for as long as they lasted. We're going to be talking first with the man who comes back to the ring with an emphatic 9th round knockout. He looked absolutely tremendous working under the guidance of his new trainer, Stephen "Breadman" Edwards, who is in the house from Philadelphia. I mean, Breadman, I don't know if you want to come up here and, take the fighter. He said about the fighter, but I got to tell you, and this is no joke, I have never seen Caleb Plant look that razor sharp. The partnership, the union that Caleb Plant has with you, Stephen "Breadman" Edwards, his father, Richie Plant, and Coach Larry Wade, his strength and conditioning coach. It is a winning formula. And my goodness, talk about the buildup. There was a lot of emotion coming into this co-main event. I'll tell you that firsthand because I was in the middle of these guys throughout the lead up during the promotion when it came to the kickoff press conference here at the end of August, and then the media calls and the press conference on Thursday here at Barclays Center. And the emotions boiled over, and Caleb Plant with a vicious home run left hook to dispose of Anthony Dirrell. And look, I've said this many times, Anthony Dirrell, a 2-time super middleweight champion of the world, he is so tough. Nobody does that to Anthony Dirrell, and Caleb Plant did that with a tremendous, probably the knockout of his career. And we've seen some valiant and some tremendous stoppages by Caleb Plant. He goes out and gets the finish. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome with a tremendous 9th round knockout over Anthony Dirrell, the victorious Caleb Plant, ladies and gentlemen.
What's going on, everybody? Appreciate y'all coming out today. Appreciate the support for the fight. And, me and my team, we did exactly what we want to do. Stay patient. Don't listen to the crowd. If they start, yip-yapping, doing this, doing that, just stay disciplined, stay focused, stick to the game plan. That's what we did. And then, boom, good night. So, appreciate y'all. Any questions?
You want to sit down? You showed great patience. Could you tell us when you thought you might be able to score that left hook, and tell us about the knockout itself?
I landed some nice right hands, some nice left hooks, and I knew it was coming at some point. It's just about staying patient, like I said, sticking to the game plan, and staying zeroed in. That's what we did.
A lot of talk during that fight. What was the last thing you exchanged for the 9th round before things really wrapped up with the game?
I can't really remember specifically. Nothing too crazy, just some bigger back and forth. So.
You exchanged words with longtime over there. You guys kind of had a little talk back and forth. What was it that you guys said?
I just let him know it was easy. That's all. He couldn't do nothing with me. From round one, it was a complete shutout. He couldn't hardly touch me. And I was doing what I wanted at will until he went to sleep.
Caleb, you were doing a whole lot of feints during the course of that fight. What did you see in Dirrell's defense that kind of set up those shots, especially the double left at the end?
Feints can be a lost art. So, we do a lot of things in boxing. We try to, stick to the art of boxing, and that's what we did tonight. Use our feints, use the jab, use the ring, and I did a little bit of everything, touch the body, and, like I said, I've been saying, just sticking to the game plan.
It was explosive. How would you rank that knockout in your career?
I'd say it'd be the best knockout of my career and knockout of the year.
We know you want to fight anybody, doesn't really matter, but the ball's in your court. So if Benavidez, Charlo, Dirrell, who would be like the #1 guy you want to fight next?
Any of them, honestly. With the timeout that I had out of the ring, I could have came back after the Canelo fight and had a sparring session of a match, but I knew I couldn't get the biggest fight right away after a loss. But I wanted to make the biggest fight possible for y'all, for the fans, for my career, for my legacy. And this is the biggest fight that we can make coming off of a loss. And moving forward, I want to continue to make the biggest fights that are possible and keep picking the super middleweights off one by one.
Can you speak a little bit? You were talking in the lead up to the fight, just how much Dirrell was talking, how much you heard the comments from fans talking about your power, talking about white boy comments. You seemed very vindicated after the fight.
Yeah.
Can you speak to just that sense of vindication and satisfaction?
Yeah, just reiterating what you said. He had a lot to say about me, calling me a lot of names, talking about my race, what I'm able to do. I ain't never fought nobody. I ain't never, hurt nobody. Well, I fought him and I hurt him. So, like I said in the ring, skin color don't win fights. What's in here wins fights and what's in here wins fights. And that's what we did.
If you had to self-assess your performance tonight, who did you love the most, and what do you want to do better next fight?
I feel like I did great. Again, I hardly got touched with anything. It was a complete shutout until I dropped him. And but just continuing to smooth the edges of my game. I feel like I really stick to my craft. I got a great team with Breadman. This is my first fight with Breadman. He works great with my dad, Coach Wade, the whole team, Jordan, my wife. And, I work really hard for this moment. So we just going to, rest a little bit, enjoy the holidays, and then get right back to work, continue to smooth the edges, and just keep moving forward.
Caleb, can you just take me into the celebration there at the end with the shovel and just tell me what that means and why you decided that was what you wanted to do in that moment?
I just burying the beef between us, that's all.
With all the derogatory remarks at the beginning, and then it followed into the ring, he was trying to take you out of your discipline with all the rough out tactics. How hard was it for you to keep your discipline?
Not hard at all. I'm a professional. I've been doing this for a long time at a high level. I'm a Golden Glove national champion. I'm an Olympic alternate, a former world champion. And with only 23 fights, I stepped up early in my career to fight for a world title as an underdog. And, I got a lot of amateur experience, international experience. So, it just comes with the territory. It's just about staying, remaining focused, remaining disciplined. And that's what we did. There's nothing, like I told y'all in the lead up to the fight, there's nothing he can do that's going to pull me out of my game plan, pull me out of my zone. And that's what we did. It's what I did. It felt all right. Yeah, it felt all right.
What did you learn from the Canelo fight that you used towards Anthony?
Besides, I don't know about one specific thing, but most importantly, just the experience. You can't buy experience. You can't borrow. You got to go through the fire to get it. And I did that, and I feel like I did that with grace. I went out on my shield. I didn't just come for a check. I laid it all out on the line. And, it was a good experience. And now I've gotten to, take that experience with me into these other big fights. And, experience is priceless. And it paid off tonight.
Can you take us back to the moment when you landed your body shot? We've heard fighters say before that time kind of slows down before you land that KO punch. What was the moment like before you landed the punch that ended the bout?
I noticed him, how he's reacting to my punches, some things that he was doing, and I was just taking inventory. Like I said before, remaining patient and calm and disciplined, and again, just taking inventory of how he's reacting and what he was doing, and just playing chess, knowing how he was going to react and setting the shot up.
Hey, Caleb, you received criticism in the past by fans just about your power. Do you think that this fight kind of changes that narrative or shifts anything for you?
I'm not really concerned with what people say about me or what they have. If I listen to people, I wouldn't even be at this level. So I know what I'm capable of. And in the past, even people said that I haven't, had power, but then they wind up just standing there looking at me for the most part, most of my opponents. And so, if I don't have power, then why not just keep on going? So people can say what they want. Me and my team are going to remain focused, zeroed in, continue to smooth the edges, keep working, and just getting better.
Speaking of ignoring the people, you talked a little bit about ignoring the crowd, and obviously your reaction to the kind of slow pace of the fight earlier on was. Can you just speak about what it was like being patient in that moment and waiting for your time?
I thought it was just just here and there, the crowd getting a little antsy, but the crowd's going to do that at times. This ain't the first fight for that to happen, so it's just again staying focused, not listening to the crowd, listening to my coaches, and doing what we came to do.
Just a question for Breadman. I think I was trying to read your lips, and it looked like you were saying, I told you, like after the fight. Did you kind of expect Frank would score that knockout?
First time I caught pads with him, I was like, damn, man, you punch a lot harder than people realize. And he was like, man, I just be working on my defense. I haven't always been committing to my shots, but I can punch. And we was just working on different things with the shield and stuff. And I was just really impressed. And, he knocked out a couple guys in sparring just like that, you know, like sleep. And I was like, and I came to his room last night and I said, man, you know, the world haven't seen the things that I seen in the gym. You know, sometimes you probably overthinking in the fights. I want you to slow yourself down. I want you to show everybody what I seen, you know, because I'm kind of being humble when they keep saying that you can't punch. We was talking about it through camp. I'm like, man, you gonna hurt this dude if he run up on you and think that you can't punch. So we went for a walk last night and we talked about life. And I told him I want him to show everybody publicly what I seen privately in the gym, man. And he did it. So, you know, that's just a rumor that he can't punch. You know, all punches hurt. You know, he's a fast, explosive kid. And when you got speed like that, you hit people like you shock them. They don't see it coming, man. So, you know, that's guys in the media that's not in the ring. All punches hurt. Don't believe this man can't punch. He's very explosive. He's very strong. He's very athletic. He may not be like the biggest puncher in boxing, but you just can't just walk up on him.
So more questions. Go ahead and keep believing that. That's what we want.
We'll take 2 more questions for Caleb Plant, and then we will allow him to enjoy the time with his family.
Caleb, what was your mindset like in the lead up to this fight, throughout the fight? Was it any different?
No, just focus. And like I said before, just with that big fight, you know, I've headlined Fox shows before. I've headlined big fights before. Obviously, with my last fight and everything that came with it, just carrying that experience over into this one. And this was a big fight as well. And again, just staying focused, I think it's a testament to my focus. You know, you see a lot of fighters, they lose, and then you're not really sure how they're going to come back, how their confidence is going to hold up. And I think I showed tonight, and not just tonight, but through my whole life, I've always had a chance to bow out gracefully. Nobody would be mad at me after everything, but I've always stayed mentally strong, kept going, kept my nose down, kept working no matter what. And I think I showed tonight that regardless of what pops up in my life, I'm going to keep my nose down, I'm going to keep grinding with my team in the dark, and when the lights come on, we're going to put on a show. Dan, right here.
Canelo has all 4 belts in the super middleweight division. This was obviously a big win for you. I wonder, with the belts all tied up, at least for the foreseeable future, how do you motivate yourself to go forward, and what kind of big event can you make, given that he is the champion and he doesn't appear to be giving it up anytime soon?
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, I'm here to stay, and I think I proved that tonight. I'm one of the best super middleweights in the world, and you know, I'm just going to go home. You know, I get to spend the holidays with my daughter Charlie. I'm really excited about that, and with my wife and my family through the holidays. And we'll sit down with my team. We'll sit down with Al. We'll sit down with Luis. I feel like I got the best team in boxing, and we're looking to make more big fights moving forward and continue to pick off one top super middleweight at a time until we get all of them.
All right, congratulations to Caleb Plant on the victory. Also, just so you know, the scores at the time of the stoppage, 80-72 on one scorecard. The other 2 were 79-73. Also, to Caleb Plant, his lovely wife, Jordan Plant, their lovely daughter, Charlie. Enjoy your holidays, everybody. Congratulations to Caleb Plant. Now we await the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder. What a performance by Caleb Plant tonight to be able to go out and hand Anthony Dirrell a 9th round knockout here at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. So now we await the former heavyweight champion of the world, the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder, with a tremendous first-round knockout. Something about Deontay Wilder in Barclays Center that absolutely produces highlight reel after highlight reel. 5 fights here at Barclays Center, 5 knockouts, 5 emphatic victories for the bronze bomber Deontay Wilder, who increases his knockout percentage to well over 91%. I'm not a mathematician, but he's probably now at a 93% knockout percentage. It has been such a wonderful week here in Brooklyn when it comes to our... So, what's up? Okay, so we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back with the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder, and we will allow you, the media, to talk with the former heavyweight champion of the world, the first-round destruction over Robert Helenius.
Sit here.
Congratulations, man. Look at this. Man, unbelievable. You brothers go. That's yours.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the post-fight press conference. Something about Bronze Bomber, Barclays Center. Bombs were flying. It only took one, and lo and behold, a first-round destruction over Robert Helenius. Boxing welcomes him back with open arms. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the return of the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. Champ, want to get your thoughts? I mean, talk about a show. The one thing I said in the lead up to this, excitement, entertainment, and my goodness, as you talked about many times, all it takes is one. How are you feeling after your incredible performance here tonight?
I feel amazing, Ray. You know, many people were worried about my weight and what I would come in at and different things like that, but we just went back to the basis of things. I wanted to come in at a happy weight, and my happy weight is what it is. You know, I'm lower. God have blessed me with power. He didn't bless me with size. He blessed me with power. That's why I can hang with these guys that outweigh me 20, 30, 40, even 50 pounds. You know, and once you go above God's regiments for you, then you know sometimes things happen. And you have to go back into what got you there. And I went back to what got me there. You know, my defense is my athleticism. My quickness is my athleticism. And it was an amazing night tonight. And, man, it's just something about this place. It's special here in Brooklyn. It's special here at the Barclays Center, especially for me, you know, where some of my most dramatic, like I said, most devastating knockouts have came from my most exciting times has been right here at the Barclays Center, and we did it again. What can I say?
D, I think before I turn it over to media, I think since seeing you from the kickoff press conference, visiting you in camp about a month ago in Las Vegas, I think it's fair to say that you, Malik Scott, your entire team, Don House, your strength and conditioning coaches, you were in the zone all training camp. Did you feel that way tonight?
I did. I felt great. We put in the work, Ray. You know, what was the numbers of the rounds?
Tonight you did one, so that'd be 733.
Okay.
Because he did one tonight, 733 for the Bronze Bomber.
Count this one as
We're gonna count this. We're gonna count this as well. So, you know, we put in the work, you know, and it paid off in the end. And we had fun. We had to go back into the basics, and I wanted to add things in there that brought excitement back to me, that allowed me to train and have fun doing it. Because you can do it for so long, and then it just becomes something that you do, something that is required to prepare for a fight. It's not exciting anymore. It's just something we just doing to get through the day, to get through the process of it. But I can honestly say we have fun every round, every second, every minute that we participated in. It was amazing, and being able to change locations as well, and man, it just everything turned out great. You know what I mean? And I'm forever grateful for the love and prayers and the support that I have. You know, and
take your time, baby.
You know. The heavyweight division, man, the excitement is back.
Welcome back, my man.
The heavyweight division is nothing without Deontay Wilder, and that ain't trying to be cocky or trying to be, you know, boastful. That's just straight facts. Who do it like I? No one. You know, and I got people that I love, and I got people that love me, you know, around me. So, you know, long live the king, and I can't wait for the next one.
Oh, we are certainly waiting on the edge of our seats. We're going to turn over to the media for questions. Sam Jackson, raise your hand. He will give you the microphone. Tell us your name and your media affiliation.
Deontay Ismail Abdussalam, Beats Boxing Mayhem. I wanted to ask you, I know you're a big Muhammad Ali fan. A lot of people who saw that knockout might remember the second Sonny Liston fight, so I'm wondering if Malik had you watching any Ali fights. And we saw some of that actually in your training on Wednesday. It seemed like you revealed a little bit of the strategy. We just didn't know what we were looking at. So just talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I didn't watch anything of Muhammad Ali. He is my idol in boxing. I love him for not only what he did inside of the ring, but what he did on the outside of the ring and the times that he did it in. But Malik is a master at this business, and the way we do film study and how we can break it down, and the motivation that he gives you before you prepare for war, you know. And before I got here to the arena, he talked the whole way there. And you know, being here in New York, especially in Brooklyn, you know, it's so many people, you know, to go around the block, that's like 20, 30 minutes. And he talked the whole time there, and you know, but I love it though, because that allows me to know how passionate he is about his job, how passionate he is about the business, and how well he want to see me do while I'm still here. Like I said, I only have 3 years, and I think starting of my 3 years is a great start, and I'm looking for more. I'm ready for the best of the best, and I'm just picking up where I left off at.
So Deontay, next week is your birthday. Happy early birthday to you. But also speaking of birthdays, it is Malik Scott's birthday as well. Your trainer, happy birthday, Malik Scott. Talk about a birthday gift that you were able to see. So Deontay, you gave him a nice birthday gift tonight.
His mother's birthday is coming up, and my mother's birthday is coming up.
Well, happy birthday to your mothers.
The same day as his mother's, and his birthday the same day as my mother's.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Talk about the synergy and the energy, guys.
Man.
Absolutely. I love him to death. He's the most dynamic fighter in the history of the sport. And I'm someone saying that it's not coming from gossip. I'm going off of what I've seen times before I was born. There's not a fighter that could do everything in the world that Deontay Wilder can do. And what you guys seen tonight was him buy into a serious game plan. You know how hard it is to make a killer like this say, no, we're going to bring guys to you. All he's been doing is hunting guys. So what we did was, no, I'm gonna show you how he used to knock guys out before. He didn't do nothing new in that ring that he didn't do before. I'm not just Deontay's head trainer. I'm his great reminder. So if I'm telling him to do something, I'm saying, you used to do that a lot. He used to use his back foot a lot just for defense. Him putting his high hand up like this is a buffer. Guys have to get through this to get through this to get here. By the time they get to here, their life is on the line.
Literally.
And you seen what happened today. I'm so proud of him. And
Come on, bro. Love you, baby. Come on up here, Joe. Come up here too. Love you too, baby.
Another question from the media. If you have questions, Joe Santaquillo, I'll get to you in a few moments. Sorry about that. Or Malik, if you want to.
I'm so happy you got that done, brother. All the hard work, the training. I watched this dude limp to the gym, go to the track, be in the mood, be stubborn, still get the work done, have an attitude, still get the work done. I'm constantly talking to him about boxing, showing him film stuff. He like, bro, I seen it. You still got to see it again. Like, you know. And it just feels good to see someone you love so much, and I'm so compassionate, not just about boxing, about Deontay. So it just felt so good, you know, for you guys to see what I'm talking about. And he did that backing up. He did that tonight backing up. He did that setting traps, having tons of humility. The best heavyweight in the world and the most dynamic fighter in the history of the sport. If he wasn't my brother, I would still say that. I'm telling you guys what I know from what I see. Not what I think from gossip or from, no, this is the best right here, the best.
Inside and outside.
More questions from the media? Go ahead, Keith Heidick from Boxing.
Jeez, I love you, man.
Deontay, based on what they saw tonight and the message that you delivered, how difficult do you expect it to be to get the top heavyweights like Usyk and those guys to want to fight you?
I think it's going to be very difficult. You know, I'll be very surprised if he stick to his word. You know, I'm a man of my word. I abide by principle, morals, and goal. They said if you don't believe in something, you'll fall for anything. And I believe in something, you know. And the last champion that came to a fight that said he would give me a fight, he went the other way after a devastating knockout. You know what I'm saying? We talking about Joseph Parker. You know, so we'll see what happened. And I'm a keep Usyk to his word. You know, we will be calling his team, you know, and whoever his handler is, and we're going to see what's up. And if he a man of his word, what a hell of a fight it would be.
It's a great fight. Usyk and Wilder, sign me up for that. More questions from the media.
Hey, what's up, Deontay? This is Najee from Cigar Talk. What's going on, brother?
What's up, blessings.
Man, great fight tonight. I want you to elaborate just on what Malik said. I mean, like he said, you're a come forward fighter. We've seen that historically. Today, you fought on the back foot. How hard was that, or difficult at all, for you to implement that game plan?
It's not. It's. I mean, just like he said, it's something that I've been doing. It's nothing I've done tonight was new. It's nothing. You know, we just went back to the basic fundamentals of what got me here in the first place. You know, you can travel the world, you can fight against so many different styles to the point you start picking up styles and stuff. That's just like a language. When you go to a certain country, you stay there long enough, you're gonna pick up and you're gonna learn. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna take away. So I've sparred so many different guys and stuff. I've picked up certain things and applied it to fights when I should have just stuck with what I know. You understand me? And I had to break it back down. I had to go back what I know. Like I said, my defense is my athleticism. And we all know that. You know, that's when I get my most devastating knockouts. And we seen that tonight. So, you know, I just thank God for allowing me to have the mindset to, like you say, you know what, I put certain things in my team hands, along with, you know, I'm hands-on with a lot of things. I'm the head of a lot of things, but certain things I put in their hands because great minds think alike, you know, and I don't know it all, but in life I love learning. That's why they're saying you can't teach an old dog a new trick. That's a lie. That's a lie. And anybody that believes that then may God be with you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because if you know it all, then what's life? What we living for if you think you know it all? Why you can't teach an old dog new tricks? You know what I mean? And so, you know, I'm thankful for the guys that I have around me, and it's just a blessing to be able to do what we've been practicing, what we've been working so hard for, and to bring it here to the Barclays Center for a devastating knockout and a great night. And then, you know, Caleb Plant got his knockout, and then followed behind me. Everybody can go home and party.
But before we get to the next question, Joe Santaquilo, you have something to go ahead and give Deontay Wilder. We have a present, a belt, a present for Deontay Wilder. Let's go ahead and, Joe, if you want to go ahead and present the title real quick and get on the mic.
What is this, Joe? That's the BWAA Fight of the Year belt.
Oh, man, blessings.
So I'm really, though, I'm the guy that picks up the trash here. I just wanted to
Well, there's a bathroom in there.
I'm the president of the Boxing Writers Association, and every year we award this belt to the Fight of the Year. You notice whose name's up top, right?
Yes, indeed.
Right, and
That's
as
my
we
guy.
spoke a couple days ago, right?
Yeah, man.
There were no losers last October.
Mhm.
When you and I spoke about that.
Yes, sir.
So you showed great courage in that fight. You showed great determination, and obviously we see the polished product today. And I knew your trainer when he was thin. So here we go.
My man.
Let's give it up to Deontay Wilder, the fight of the year last year.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
More questions from the media.
Deontay right over here. The back.
Yes, sir.
Kosi, King, Marcus Hayes, Fight Hub TV. Deontay, at the moment when you land that big eraser right hand and you see your opponent going down, exactly where does your mind go and what are you thinking about in those moments?
When I hit him, as you can see, I was going for another one, you know, and it was so fast. It was fast for me. You know, I didn't know how devastating it was until I seen him fall on the canvas. You know, I didn't know I did what I did. You know, because we've been training for certain things to become muscle memory. So when I see certain events happen in the ring, my body just respond. And sometimes when you in the ring, you don't know what's going. You don't see what the other people see on the outside, you know. And my body just reacted. We wanted Robert to reach, and once he reached, I teached. And when I teached, a valuable lesson was taught tonight. So the heavyweight division is on check.
He was down for quite a bit of time. At what point does your jubilation turn into concern? or your opponent?
Man, my only concern is well, I always have concern for all fighters. You know, I'm a big advocate for fighters because, like I always say, we get done wrong. This is not a sport. A sport is something you play. You don't play this. And we risk our lives for you guys' entertainment. And I speak that forever, you know, but when you have a relationship with a man, you know, when you love a man, you know, when you build a friendship with another man, although he's thousands of miles away from where I am, you know, when you see things like that, man, you want to come to the aid. You know, I wanted to come to the aid, but they wouldn't let me, and I understood because he needed space. But you know, my heart goes out to him, and I hope he's doing okay. He could be able to go back to his family because this is a tough business that we're in. That's why I tell people you gotta respect all fighters. You know, people always go about worrying about records and all this. He lost, or he's a bum and all that. Well, you get your bum ass in there then. And let's see who's the bum, really. Because you don't play this. You can't play this. So we demand respect at all times. Every fighter that step in the ring, I don't care what the record is. I don't care who they are or where they come from. It demands respect because if not, then you see things like that happen. And then that's a good knockout. Yeah, it's a great knockout. It's devastating, making history and stuff like that. But how much that man gonna suffer? He may be all right now, a little bit, but what about the next day? What about 2 weeks from now? What about a month from now? Maybe years from now? And we seeing what happened. Look at Cologne.
Talking about Pritchard Cologne.
Richard Cologne. There's Pritchard Cologne.
Yep.
Correct. This man ain't have no kids. Man, they don't understand, man. Y'all don't fucking understand what we go through, man. And I don't even know him like that. But I always be an advocate for us because
Take your time.
this man would never know what it feel like to be somebody's father. And that's some of the precious thing in the world, to be somebody's father. But he'll never be nobody's father, man. This man will never have a natural childhood ability of living again because he got in the ring to support his family. But now, his family got to take care of him for the rest of his life. He probably would have been the breadwinner of his family. And now they seeking for help and shit like that. I can say so much about it. That's why you can't play this. This is serious. We don't know, is Robert gonna be the same after this? I just did a job. I'm great at what I do. I don't mean to take people away from that lifestyle of living. I'm just trying to support my family as well. This is what we signed up to do. And unfortunately, there's a winner and there's a loser, and sometimes it's a draw. But who take up on that responsibility when they can't work no more? Robert could be the breadwinner of his family. But what if he can't do it no more? Then what? Who pays the bill? Who pays the mortgage? He got kids. Who will look out for his kids? Because we all know when you lose and when it ain't going right, those same people that when you win, they kiss you and say they love you. They ain't there for you no more. Where they at? You understand me?
More questions back there?
Well, that was the best answer I've heard of any fighter at any press conference. But I want to say this. This is
real,
Egypt
man.
X, Fight for Mental Health. We've been fighting for mental health for every fighter, for every family member, for all the vets, for all the youth. So I want to say shout out to his trainer who's been there. Shout out to Telly and yourself for the charity work that you guys are doing. But I do have a question. What was a message to yourself on the way back to this road? And what's your message, your final message, for all those who have been suffering, fighters, families, veterans, and everybody else that suffered from mental health issues. What do you have to say, Deontay?
I mean, I know what I'm capable of doing, you know. We always go back to when my grandmother, you know, when I was young, she told I was anointed by God. You know, she said, God kind of trying to use you. And this after me beating up another kid in school to get suspended. Not because I looked for trouble, but trouble always found me. You know, and I had to defend myself. Although my father was a pastor, he taught, don't let nobody do you wrong. Watch out for your sisters and your brothers. You protect yourself out here. It's a cold world out here. So I always had to protect myself, you know, and I'm good at what I do. I'm great at what I do. Like I always say, we all have greatness in us, for it's only determined by service. All you got to do is get up and apply that service. And some people don't even want to take the time to do that. They rather sit around and talk about the next person or the next person, but you're wasting fucking time in this world. Because the inevitable falling in us. You don't know when you gonna go. And you just sit around and talk about the next person, and worry about what they got or what they doing, and you ain't even in a position to even talk. So how can you talk? You wasting time. So do something for yourself. A lot of us fighters go through a lot of things. But you know how it is. You don't supposed to cry because that's your weakness, right? But if you really understand, it's only a cleansing. You cleansing your body. Don't show no love, right? Because love will what? Get you killed, right? But love is the most powerful thing that we have in this world. So with fighters, they don't really want to show certain things. They don't really want to come out with certain things. It's a lot of fighters going through a lot of things. A lot. But they, you know, nobody's coming out because they got to keep that image up. You know what I'm saying? They got to keep that toughness up because they worry about what everybody say about them. But when you start doing this shit right here, you don't worry about it. You ain't worry about what coming out of this one or what coming in this one. When you stop worrying, it's just going to go through this one and not this one. You understand? And that's what for me. So many people take my words and switch it up and do this or laugh at this and laugh at that. I'm bothered. I soak in my happiness and my peace all the time. So when you talk negative and throw emotional garbage my way, you're wasting your time. I'm self-made. I don't have to do this no more. At all. At all. So that's why I say respect these fighters out here. All of them, because they going through a lot. We all got mental illness. We all going through something. What is it? PTSD. Imagine the fighters, what we got. Because when you get in this business, you come out, you're trying to get out of poverty. You're trying to support your family. And this is a tough business to be in. Over and over again, the head is not meant to be hidden. Any doctors in here will tell you that. The head is not meant to be hidden. The brain is not meant to be shooken. But we get in there each and every night to support our families. Risk our lives to support our families. So I pray for all the fighters. I'm a big advocate. Because of the position that I'm in, I speak up. I use that platform to speak out. They can't control me. I'm self-made. You understand me? So I speak for all of them. You know, respect these fighters, man. Most times you see these fighters, ask them how they doing. You all right? Give them a hug or something. Tell them how much you love them. Because sometimes that makes a difference. Big deal. You know what I mean? Because you don't know what they going through. How they day being. How they recover, because we're never 100% when we get in the ring. Ever. And when we go through things like what Robert went through tonight, it may never be the same.
Well, Deontay, congratulations. Welcome back. And I'll say this, and everyone will say it. Boxing is better when the Bronze Bomber's back. Happy birthday, Malik. Happy birthday, Deontay. Happy birthday to your mothers. Congratulations, and we look forward to seeing you back sooner rather than later, because I'll tell you, from me to you, we missed you.
Hey.
Welcome back, my man.
My man, brother.
The Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. Give it up for Deontay and his entire team. Telly, his lovely partner as well, doing a wonderful job as always. I love the red that you guys had color coordinated. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of Fox Sports BBC pay-per-view. The Bronze Bomber is back. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody.